Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. As Link's showing right now with that little idle animation, it's pretty hot. But we're about to jump from the frying pan into the fire, I think is that term? I don't know, but the point is, we're entering the Fire Temple. Here we are. The Fire Temple. I already kind of ruined the name scheme, but it's fine, it's fine. Now, we might be in this big open room, but there's not a lot for us to do just yet. There's a door over there, which I could totally go check out, which I might go check out, but I want to deal with these bats just a little bit. Did I just call them bats? These keys, really quickly, is what I meant to say. I guess they're still bats, but whatever. There looks to be a door back here, but we can't really get there just yet. This keys can go die. Thank you, Bow and Arrow, for making death to these keys. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it's making keys killing easier, and that's a-okay by me. Right there, that's a locked door, and there's another door that I can go into. I'm gonna go into this door first. I just kind of want to show off that, yes, there are places for us to go in the beginning, but, not really. Not really. It's pretty linear so far. There's a Goron stuck in there with the boss key chest that we previously saw in the Forest Temple, but we can't get there. Kind of locked. We can see it from that door, but other than that, there's no real point. So there's only one more place for me to go to, and that is to the left right over here. Who's there? Is that you, Link? Oh, it really is Link. You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon Volvagia. On top of that, he is going to feed my people to the evil dragon as a warning to other races that might resist him. That's why we saw Goron all caught up and captive. They're going to be fed to an evil dragon. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I'll go up ahead and try to seal the evil dragon. I'm concerned, though, because I don't have the legendary hammer, but I have no choice. Link, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. The prisoner's cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, Link. Well, the opposite direction was kind of locked by a small key, and he sure as heck isn't oh my lord, he's not giving us something that important. So we're gonna have to find that small key on our own. We have another room for us to explore. I didn't check over there. I never really go over there. There is a Goron trapped right there, which we could... I don't know why he didn't free himself, but we can go over there in just a minute. But I do want to see if I can get anything from these pots. Not that I really need it. I believe there's just fairies in here and some bombs. I think 2 of those pots are a fairy pot, or at least 1. So I really don't need that just yet. I think I can make that. No, I can't. But it's a good time as any to show this off. You will start taking damage very, very slowly in lava, but it's a lot better than it was before when we were a kid. Or without the fire tunic is a better way of saying that. With the fire tunic on the lava is what I was trying to say. We can walk for just a bit, but again, we will start taking damage. It's not as bad as, again, when we were a kid or when we didn't have the fire tunic, but it's still notable you can't just walk on lava the entire time. But there we go. That's as easy as it is to free the Goron. Some get a little bit more challenging. I don't know why I keep slurring my words. This really is not a good indication of what's to come. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Yeah, I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In order to get into the room where Darunia went, you have to do something about the pillar stuck in the ceiling. Find a path that leads to a room above the ceiling right away. So that's something that might not seem really readily apparent at first, but there is a pillar sticking right out of the top of the ceiling, something I really didn't notice first time through this game, and I didn't even notice it second time through. I think it took a third time for me to really understand what he was talking about. But yeah, there's a pillar, and that is important to us. We also got a small key, which is at the moment more important to us, but just keep the pillar in mind. It's important. Are you getting tired of me saying important? Because I sure know I'm getting tired of saying important. I think that was an important thing to note. But finally, we can go enter that door over there, which was kind of taunting me a little bit. It was there, but I'm not able to enter it. That's just how small key doors feel. I'm going to say locked doors, because small key doors doesn't really make a lot of sense. Now, right up here, there's another fire keys. I want to take care of him real quick. Fire keys really aren't a big deal. I don't really care about dealing with them. I believe that that guy bumped into me. I didn't take any damage, despite the fact that, again, he bumped into me. So with the fire tunic, you don't really have to worry about fire keys that much anymore. I didn't take any damage from that, so that's nice. That right there, if I can target onto it fast enough, I wasn't able to. I'm gonna see if I can get him to respawn real quick. But he is a red bubble, and he kind of acts like a, well, bubble in Mario games. He just jumps out of the lava, and you have to avoid him. That's really the only reason he exists, but I don't know, it's nice to note. That is a very, very quickly moving platform. Fire shoots out of one end and forces it to another end, I guess is the best way to say that. Now, this right here, it looks pretty weird, and I would agree. The Fire Temple does something kind of interesting. There are a lot of bombable walls. Break an immersion, it doesn't matter, but there's another Goron for us to save. There we go. I don't believe you have to talk to the Gorons, but it's better to be safe than sorry, because I really don't want to free a Goron, just take his treasure and not talk to him, and then have to deal with coming back and talking to another Goron again. I don't know. I just don't really care about talking to these guys. They tell you certain secrets, but I don't find them that important. There are switches in the temple that you have to cut to activate, but you can also use the Goron's special crop to do the job. He's essentially telling us what we figured out from actually getting him and saving him. Certain walls will sound different when you hit it with your sword. Why that works, I don't know, but it's just to show you that, yes, it's a bombable wall. You can bomb the wall. I don't really find it that important, the sword thing, but you do need to bomb a lot of walls in this dungeon, so it's a good secret to know. But, again, the sword thing just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And not because I don't understand how it works physically, but I just really don't hear that much of a difference when I hit something with a sword that's bombable rather than something that's not bombable. But that might just be me personally being an idiot, and you know, yeah, it's probably the case. But you might have noticed that there was a song, whatever it's called, Song of Time block. We're not going to press that just yet, 'cause coming here, I'm soaring. Saving. My S words aren't the best right now. I'm saving Goron left and right. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Here's a secret for saving me. The first two lines are the same with literally every Goron. A wall that you can destroy with the Goron special crop will sound different than a regular wall when you hit it with your sword. Thank you for telling me something I already knew. Commentary. What is wrong with you? There we go. Another small key. We have two built up. It's really just the best to go and look for small keys in the beginning, and then move on, because you really don't want to miss small keys ever, because going back for small keys is rather annoying. Song of Time. I know I'm going back for literally every single song, but it's because, again, I play this on the 3DS, not the Wii U Virtual Console and or any form of N64. So, I don't remember the songs. Okay, that's easy enough. I forgot to equip my Ocarina of Time. There we go. Hello? Am I playing this wrong? If I am, I'm gonna be extremely embarrassed. No, I'm playing it right. So, what's wrong here? I'm Z-targeting onto it and then playing this song. Is that not what I'm supposed to do? There we go. I don't know why that wasn't working for a bit, but... analog stick, C-stick controls. Really, really gross. Again, I'm playing this with the... I don't think I've talked about this, but I am playing it with the Pro Controller, the Wii U Pro Controller, as I am playing this on the Wii U, which is why it's all washed out and kind of looking ugly, but that's fine. The point is, I have an analog stick that is being used as the C-stick, and I can't set it to the D-pad, and even if I did set it to the D-pad, it wouldn't work out very well, because it would just be physically straining, and just wrong. It feels so wrong. I don't think I've actually seen this guy, so before I kill him, let's do a bit of a, you're jumping at me, that's kind of scary. Likes. They're an enemy that eats shields and certain clothing. Beat it quickly to get your gear back. So don't get close to like unless you want to lose your items, but they can steal your shield and they can steal, again, certain types of clothing. So if I was wearing this fire tunic, or I don't actually know what it's called, which is kind of funny, I just never checked the name, Goron tunic. So if I am wearing the Goron tunic and I am swallowed by a like, that like can steal the Goron tunic and keep it until I kill them, which absolutely sucks. So don't actually get caught by the likes. Shoot at them from afar. If you use your hook shot, you will actually zoom right towards them, so don't use your hook shot to deal with them. Despite the fact that that might be your go-to for a lot of things, since, well, it's a long-range weapon that has no ammo. Oh, look, I might be able to get a enemy bio on the red bubble. I guess I spoke a bit too soon. Oh, wait, no, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. It's too much effort to just talk about an enemy that we've already technically seen. It's just a variant. It's a red bubble. It's not that important. You aren't worth my time. But anyway, let's open this up. Alright. Another room. There's nothing for me to do on this side, so I might as well slide down here. Once you actually walk onto that, you are locked into an animation of sliding down, so you don't have to worry about having to walk on a tight platform like that, though you might have to worry about that a little bit later. So you can climb on these. You don't need a hook shot to actually get up here, but I mean, might as well use the hook shot. You have to have it by this point. That's a lie. You don't have to have it by this point, but you should have it by this point if you actually want to complete this dungeon, because the bow and arrow is necessary for this dungeon. But what I'm trying to say is, why not use the hook shot? It grabs onto things that you could grab onto, and it just brings you up to them faster, so it's more of a convenient thing, so just use it. Just use it, that's all I'm trying to say. So there shouldn't be anything really important on the other side of this. All I have to do is push that down. The only thing I would even consider worrying about is the two keys over there that can prove to be rather annoying. But, I really don't have to worry about them. I'm gonna wait for this to come back down. And now I can step on this block. There was fire shooting up from the bottom of the floor. I probably should have talked about that beforehand. But all you have to do is climb up, get it to shoot that block up, and you're good. This is why I say get all the small keys, because if you did that but you didn't have 2 small keys at that point, you wouldn't be able to progress. So there's another Goron. I can't really go to him right now, and it looks like I have to go somewhere else to step on that switch. I might not be able to reach that just yet. But look, another enemy. So many bios. Torch Slug. When the fire on its back is extinguished, it will run away. Destroy it before it relights. I don't know what I was going to try to say there. But all you have to do is hit the Torch Slug, it'll lose its flame, and then it'll try to run away from you. It only runs towards you when it has its flame. It really is a very weak enemy. You spam B, and you're fine, though. That is pretty much every enemy in this game. If I hit that switch, that fire will go down. But if you listened right there, you would know that that's the sound of a timer. That switch only activates for a certain amount of time. In fact, by the time I turned around, you already heard the timer stop, that switch will have been undone. So you do want to not hit that just yet, and wait for a little bit. I'm going to pull this block out. Another block puzzle, yay. Honestly, it's kind of just a time waster. To be perfectly honest, block puzzles, that is. Because all you have to do is push the block into the area where it literally shows you where you have to push the block. I don't know, it's just... block puzzles are somewhat uninteresting to me, and I feel like some Zelda titles do them right, but just stuff like this where I have to jump around, it's like, just put a block there to begin with. You don't have to do that. It's rather annoying when you do, in fact. So I think the best way to do this is take out a bomb, stand right on the edge, drop it, and climb as fast as possible. With that, I will be able to get up here and start climbing up this without having many troubles with the fire, which is all good. That actually is a pretty strict time limit, and I did mess that up a few times when I was trying to, let's say, hit it and then run as fast as I could to get up there, which is not the way you should ever think about doing it, but anyway, there are boulders here. This room is from a top-down perspective, kind of like a maze, and you have to avoid getting hit by a bunch of boulders which are rolling around, and find some Gorons, because that's our job, right now at least. Yes, yes, I'm releasing you, and yes, yes, you're free to go. I appreciate your secrets, though. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors starts to fall, move. If you use a sample of the Goron special crop, you could be able to break it. So now even doors are our enemies. There are things called fake doors in this game. You try to open a door, you think it's gonna take you to someplace new and cool and interesting, and it falls right on your face, doing a decent amount of damage. Luckily, bombs can, blow up doors, apparently, but it's honestly just another waste for your bombs. Bombs are used so heavily here, and you probably could get a bomb bag, a bigger bomb bag at this point, but I personally never do it, and I do make my way through. I'm gonna get hit. Or not. I was pretty dang lucky there. Ugh. A bit too close for comfort. It was kind of touching my nose a bit. I should be able to stand here and be safe, though I do kind of want to run over here and see what's over here. There should be a door right here. Yes. Oh, and it was actually a locked door, so you needed that small key. I need another small key to get to the door in front of me, but I can shoot this eye and open up that door over there. Do not fall in this section, okay? Just trust me, don't. If you look down, you'll notice that, oh, that's an area I've previously been to. I don't want to go back there. It's a pretty long and annoying trek, and if you fall down, you will have to go all the way back up to that area just to enter through the door. It's annoying. It's concept which I can't get behind, but it's fine. It just means you have to have good control of your character. And at least it doesn't kill you, but just respawn me at the beginning of the room, please. Please don't make me have to backtrack even more than I already do in these dungeons. It's just annoying. I have to go this way. That was a little close. I wasn't sure if I was going to jump off that, because some platforms you don't jump off of in this game, which makes sense how, but it's fine. Yeah, it was better for me to take this way around. I think I made my way back to the wrong area. No, I didn't. Okay. I say it's like a maze because, dear lord, I get stuck in that area so much. Not because I don't necessarily know what to do, but strictly because everything looks the same. I don't know where I've been and where I haven't been. Though I guess that's kind of the point of a maze. Anyway, when you are on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that? What he says is true. Swing your sword. I didn't actually know the sword thing, but I did know the rolling thing. If you're caught on fire, roll, the fire will go out, or swing your sword and the fire will go out. I guess motion puts out the fire, flailing motion. I can understand the rolling, but like just flailing your sword puts out the fire. I feel like that do nothing but make it worse. I don't know, though. I know nothing about fires, to be honest. I don't want to do a job that has anything to do with fires, so I guess I don't really need to know anything about fires. Though I guess it's useful knowledge. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's the fire temple. I'm talking about fire. It makes sense, but it's definitely unnecessary. I think that there's one more place I gotta go. I like hugging the edges right around here. I came back to the same area. The reason I like to do that is because a lot of your doors will be... let's just hug this wall for a second. They will be on walls and not like in the middle of the dungeon, or in the middle of this dungeon's room. So hug the wall and you should be able to make your way around pretty easily. Yeah, that's fine. As soon as you get hit by a boulder, they'll start moving the other way, so they can't get you locked into just taking constant damage. I've already been here, but I wonder if there's something else I can do in this area. Oh, I got the small key. That's right. I got a small key, so I can now enter through this door. I don't have the best memory when it comes to where small keys are located or where locked doors are located. But usually after wandering around for a minute, I understand. I figure it out. Alright, so this room is a little bit treacherous. I jump onto this, and a firewall will appear and start chasing me. It may be a firewall, it may be a little bit scary at first, but trust me, it's extremely slow. Not only that, I can get right here, stand up here, get a heart, and the firewall will pass right by me. Yeah, what a scary, scary firewall. It really does build this firewall up to be something crazy. They made a cutscene just for it, which is absolutely crazy, because there was nothing like that for the Forest Temple. Nothing like that for just a random hazard in the Forest Temple. But they did it for that firewall, and it does respawn, so I guess it can be dangerous if you're doing a bit of backtracking for a locked door you can't enter. That's fun. But this firewall's so inconsequential, it doesn't matter at all. So why give it that amazing build-up? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit whiny, and I know for a fact I'm whiny all the time. Whether it be via my voice, because my voice is a little bit whiny, I understand. Or it be something else, I don't know. Maybe the actual, literal whining I'm doing. I am pretty whiny. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that we're finally in this room again, but we're on the upper level. So all these torch slimes you've been seeing, you can actually deal with them now. This is an obviously bombable floor. It's even kind of a different texture than the other floor, so bomb that. And right over there, I might as well take the safe route. Something you should know. This is very helpful in speedrunning. If you roll and jump off a ledge, you will go slightly farther. So if you do have the chance, roll and jump off a ledge, don't just jump off it normally. But anyway, as I was saying, we can finally get up here and kill these torch slugs, which kind of foreshadowed the fact that we could get up here earlier. But it's not really that important. We're up here, that's all that matters now. We don't have to deal with these boulders, we can look down upon them. But if we do actually fall off, we're gonna have to go through that whole fire animation again. I don't know, it's just, I don't see a real big point in the animation. I'm not gonna, again, I should stop whining about it. But I brought it up and there's really nothing else interesting to talk about in this section since we've already been through it. I don't know, I'm just trying to find things to talk about. I'm sorry for trying to be an interesting commentator. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. I appreciate it. If you find a place that you can see on the map but can't reach, try playing your Ocarina. That was talking about a puzzle we saw and solved a while ago, though it is used again. The Ocarina, the Song of Time block. I keep messing up the name, but it's never name dropped, so I never really remember the name, if that makes any sense. Anyway, this area isn't too bad, but it is definitely plausible to fall off and have to restart again. Ugh, it's just not fun. I keep thinking this is like Mario 64, where I can ground pound right before I hit the ground and save myself from fall damage. Fun fact, this isn't Mario 64, don't try to do that. Though I think it is possible to negate fall damage somehow in this game. Anyway, are you releasing me? Am I free to go, or are you guys gonna get a new catchphrase? Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt them. Looks like you might need some of the Goron's special crop. That's all I have to tell you. So, he's talking about a mid-boss that we'll see later. Don't use bombs. Don't take that guy's advice. Use your hook shot. Just saying right here, right now, it'll save you a lot of stress and a lot of anguish. What can I actually do now? There should be a few doors I can open. I might as well go back through this area because I feel there are doors that I wasn't able to get to. This is where I start to lose my knowledge on this temple, because a lot of the time when I do Zelda dungeons, I remember what's going on in the heat of the moment, and then I just completely forget about it after the fact. So I wander around, have fun on repeat playthroughs, and then after that I just kind of forget, which makes repeat playthroughs a little bit more fun than you'd think they would be, but it's also relatively annoying. Oh yeah, I remember what I have to do. There was a small key door, or locked door. I keep saying small key door even though that's not the name of the door. The point is I can enter that now. It's right over here. Just in case you were wondering, if the firewall has yet to spawn, you will actually... Oh, can I get the... No, I can't. I really want the bio with the red bubble, and I'm not going to give up completely, but it's just really annoying me. I can't believe I got hit by that, because I usually never do, but that's perfectly fine. It's that red bubble, I tell you, it's continuously mocking me. I try to chase after it, and then I get hurt because I try to. I just want to show you off. You're pointless. You're literally pointless. I never have to deal with you. I never have to attack you. You never get in my way. I'm trying to give you purpose, but you're not letting me. Anyway, similar to the maze we saw before, there's another maze here. Just, Keith, get out of here. There's another maze here anyway. And they use firewalls again, but this time to make well, as I previously stated, a maze. It's really not that bad. I'm gonna be honest, it's really not that bad. This right over here should be the compass, I think. I don't think I got the compass before. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, it's the compass. Okay, good. I wasn't lying to you. This room is kind of pointless, but you might as well check. It's got the compass. Compasses never helped me. But if you want to continue on through this path, you can't. No matter what you try to do, no matter how you try to slide through this, you will be unable to actually go any farther. So what you want to do is actually go back, which sounds weird in a maze, I know, but, well, no, it actually doesn't, because if you mess up, you have to go back. Whatever. Oh, something else to note. If I actually do talk to Navi here, you can see down from here. Isn't that the room where we saw Darunia? So this is the pillar we actually have to deal with, in case you were wondering. I always forget to mention that, because I don't find it important, despite the fact that it really is. But, this door, it might look a little bit weird. There's a reason for that. This is one of those fake doors. Nothing behind it, but it's worth getting out of the way just to make sure you don't actually mistake it for a real door. I should be able to slide through here. This is the other side of the maze that I can go through. I want to get to that small key door right there. Sometimes when you're just going too fast and trying to find the way through the maze, you will get hit by the firewalls, but you really shouldn't ever die due to them, because they're really not bad to deal with. But there we go. We got to another small key door. Locked door. I hate myself. Ugh, there's another Goron stuck in there. And now we can finally get to the other side. We actually did have to go through that small key door to get to the other side of this maze. We wouldn't be able to get through there otherwise. I already showed that off. It's really not that important. I know I keep explaining things, and that's probably not very interesting, but that's just the way I roll. I want to tell you everything about the game just to make sure you know what I'm doing, so I don't go through this too fast and you miss anything. I'm able to slip through there. I want to make sure that the path is very, very clear. It's very straightforward, good. So what you want to do is go to this switch, step on top of it, and turn off that firewall. A timer will start going. You want to move as fast as possible and get over here before the firewall comes back up. It's really not bad. Once you figure out the exact path you have to move, you can easily get past that. It's not a very strict time limit at all if you roll, so it's not bad. I don't really need any more bombs, but I'll take bombs. They're not bad. This, again, looks like a little bit of a weird door. It's a fake door, again, that hides an actual door. Wow, you're really funny, game. But here, this is a dancing fire enemy called Flare Dancer. I guess that gets the job across. I guess that gets its purpose across pretty well. Anyway, extinguish its flaming clothes first. So you could throw bombs, or you could use your hookshot to literally pull this guy out of his little fire clothing and do a lot of damage to him. Bombs suck for this. I've tried bombs. Don't use bombs. Really, don't use bombs. I'm trying to get a spin attack off here. It might be better just to charge it if I want to get a more reliable result, but that's fine. So after you hit him a few times, get some damage off on him, he'll hop back and change his flame color. But really, it's extremely easy to beat this boss. All you have to do is wait for him to hop out of the flame, immediately Z-target onto him, and then easily, very, very easily, pull him out with your hookshot. I'm slurring my words and not coming up with the right words at all today. But you want to use your hookshot, get this guy out of his fire clothes. It's really, really easy. You don't even have to deal with his normal attacks. Essentially, he just runs around the arena. So if you don't get him at first, it's kind of annoying to deal with him. He'll blow up once you kill him, so I did a bad job getting away from him there. But you want to be careful about that. But with that being said, with that being done, it's been quite a while. I have gone through a lot of the Fire Temple, all things considered, and I'll go through the rest at a later date. This seems like a good time to stop. We just finished the mini-boss. So, with that being said, next time on The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, we will continue on the Fire Temple and hopefully finish it off. But until then, of course, the last thing I mess up is the outro. Great. Next time. See you then.